It's 3 weeks into the Alec Murdaugh case, and so far the prosecution has not shown beyond a reasonable doubt that Alec Murdaugh unalived his wife and son. Fuel me once here, driving instructor of the world. No matter what your personal opinion, no matter what you believe, what has to be shown in a court of law is what the jury is going to decide by. And so far, the prosecution has not done the job. They've shown that he's really guilty of financial crimes, that he embezzled, and everyone in his law firm knows it. He's now no longer with that law firm, a law firm that his grandfather and father worked in. I think the grandfather even may have been a founding member. They said, oh, he had an opioid addiction. Yep, he'd already confessed that to friends before the incident happened. Haven't found the weapon. Haven't found actual propellants from that weapon that have a bore similar to what that weapon would have, and never even checked the projectiles that were in a hill very close that they could have maybe seen that from. They could have actually had real bullets. The HR accountant at the business office testified they really had to December to work all this out. So the prosecution's idea that Alex was trying to buy some time doesn't really fit. Besides that, he'd already confessed to a friend that he'd been taking money from his clients. So he said he knew he was going to be caught soon. Prosecution showed some FBI agents that drove around with data collecting machines in their car. So far, everything that Alex said he did that night seems to be what he did, including he was 25 minutes with a person who took care of the family, all kinds of things. The boat case had also been going on for a very long time, and it looked like it was going to continue. In fact, it could have been settled. I know they were coming after Alex for a lot of money. Maggie was suspicious that Alex wasn't telling her everything. Sure, Alex didn't tell her everything. But if he planned to dispatch her, he would have had no reason not to tell her everything. He'd also admitted to his accountant and to friends that he was trying to protect some of his assets in Maggie's name so that the boat case or anyone else couldn't come after him. He'd already admitted all of these things to friends. Anything the prosecution might link as a motive, and yes, motive isn't necessary, but it sure would help the jury connect the dots, because the prosecution keeps bringing up potential motives that aren't working. And this is all before the defense puts on their case, by the way, which they have now said will be an alibi case, that Alex has an alibi for what went down that night. He was not there at the time of the incident. On the road to life, drive kind.